This is a college football playoff quarterfinal at the Sugar Bowl. It's the Georgia Bulldogs against the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, guys, you know the narrative here with the first round bye, and coach said he has addressed that with his team. When you don't play in that first week, sometimes you come in slow or a little sluggish after a long layoff. Coach said we've worked all week to get out to a quick start. I believe in our opening script, and our guys want to set the tone early. We'll see if they're able to do that here on the first series. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Socko with a strong tackle there. Well, the intrigue and all the challenge of a conference battle in the playoff bracket. These two teams came through the SEC, got into the bracket, and now stand in each other's way for a chance to win a national title.
And Chris, as you know, just such a proud conference, and there's no doubt that whoever wins this matchup is going to be trying to carry that torch forward for the entirety of the SEC to try to march forward for a championship.
He's got space. Breaks free over the right side. Can they chase him down? Inside the 10. Touchdown. Bama. As they claim the lead here in this playoff game. What a tremendous opening statement for this offense to get the first points on the board, to execute like that. A long drive in this pressurized playoff game.
That's exactly right, Chris, and I've already talked about establishing early momentum and how critical it is in these big games, in these huge environments, and they were able to do that right off the rip. What a great drive and a great series for them. Terrific play calling. I thought the rhythm was solid. The line of scrimmage played well, and here they are with an early score.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Finds his man. It's Wiley. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. 1 down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make some...
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? He'll lose yardage on the catch. The defense rises up to get a stop. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out.
Well, they told us they were going to be aggressive, but, man, this is super aggressive here on offense, going for it on your side of the 50, and this is going to lead directly to a scoring opportunity for the opposition. If you're going to go for it in this situation, you better have something up your sleeve where you know you can convert, but they don't, and the ball's going the other way.
Here's the handoff. Got an opening here. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. That's a good start with this Crimson Tide running back. He's had a great year, Joel, but is he good enough to do what so many others in the past have done, just carry their team to a championship?
Certainly what Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry were able to do, guys like Najee Harris, but now it's his challenge, and certainly leaning on the run game is where they need to sit. These last few years when they haven't been able to run the ball as well as in the past, they have struggled in these big games. If they can get back to being great on the ground, they can win a championship.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, Alabama. He runs it into the end zone.
Chris, this is why he's one of the best players in the country, is he's so productive. Now his second rushing touchdown of the game, and this defense is going to have to start doing something as they go over to the sideline and start viewing the film on those tablets. They've got to understand where this running back is at all times. He has to be priority number 1.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
This guy has been one of the best running backs in the country all year long, and Georgia knows all about great running backs. Herschel Walker, Nick Chubb, Todd Gurley, DeAndre Swift, Sony Michel, Noshawn Moreno. This guy is in that lineage, and we'll see if he can lead them to a championship.
Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. That's a good start for the Bulldogs quarterback. Of course, in Georgia's history, Joel, quarterbacks have not always been asked to go out and win games single-handedly. But this guy, I think he's more than a game manager.
Chris, I think you're exactly right in that. To me, he reminds me a bit more of a Matt Stafford in that he's going to be asked to really attack and throw the football down the field. And if he's able to be efficient, then they're going to have success in this postseason. What a really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pump over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's second down and 8 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Hot over the middle. It's Moore. They make the tackle. That's going to be the final play of the first quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation. And the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
What a great job by this pass rush. On third down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's fourth down.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop. A turnover on downs after that defensive stop.
Well, it's a frustrating situation. Fourth down, you feel like you can connect there, and the timing just wasn't there, and it just falls incomplete. Credit the defense. They made life difficult on this offense, and the quarterback was just never in rhythm on that snap.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And after the play, it looks like a man is shaken up. The sophomore safety. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. A deep shot to the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. Gets in for the touchdown. Touchdown, tied. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. The senior quarterback, lucky that didn't get picked off.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Caught behind the line. It's Wiley. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB.
I'd say you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations. One of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Breaking tackles. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw to his receiver. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. We'll see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And they'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another 1st down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Five-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the defense. That defender who's responsible for the tight end and pass coverage also has run responsibility. That's what allows the tight end to be open, and now you just have to hit him with an accurate ball. Beautiful job by this offense, and again, one of those concepts as a quarterback I absolutely love.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And it's broken up. Great defensive play to prevent that deep shot.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Wiley. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
All right, so you get the completion, and maybe this is a more manageable 4th down opportunity, but I still don't love the idea of going for it and being aggressive. This is just too many yards to go for it.
Great, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. And the 4th down attempt comes up short.
I mean, what an incredible stop defensively. This offense is trying to go down and cut into the lead. They get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, so they feel like they can double up, and yet you take one of those away as a defense. Really good job.
It's an out route. The catch made. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle finally made, down at the 13-yard line.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
He's got a crease. He shreds the tackle. They'll bring him down, but the game moves the ball to the 9-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence from this kicker going forward.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return starts from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down to the final play of this first half. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Here's the answer that they desperately needed, Chris. Coming out of halftime, they're down in this game. They knew that they needed to be more aggressive, and they take their shot down the field. Beautiful throw right here. That's what I love to see coming out of halftime.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Anytime you're running a crossing route, you've got to establish, is this man defense or zone defense? If it's zone, you've got to sit down in the soft spot and give your numbers, your chest to the quarterback. They're able to do that here, and then as a quarterback, you just can't lead them into the defender. Frame them up, put that ball right on their body so they can get upfield.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
It's so important as a quarterback that you understand the momentum of the game and the possession. And they're able to gain some yards on that last snap and then give it all back on this snap. This quarterback's got to do a better job understanding the situation and maintaining the momentum of the drive.
Second down now after the sack. Looking for a man. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but both the tackles produce a solid gain there.
Chris, he's seeing the defense really well. He knows he's got zone coverage, and he knows he can exploit that area, that soft spot with the slant route on the outside. He's able to do so with good timing and good execution.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Chris, I love in these short yardage situations when they're able to just get the quick hitter with the fullback. It's so difficult to stop for the defense, and always a treat for the fullback to get his hands on the football.
The Dogs will line up here on first down and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made short of the goal line, and they'll spot him at the 2.
Man, I love getting the ball to the fullback after the play action pass. It's so easy to lose the fullback as a defense because the linebacker who's responsible for him in pass coverage also has a big responsibility in the run defense. So now he's in conflict. Good play fake. He doesn't know what to do, and the fullback is wide open.
And the Tide will now spend their first time out here. They break the huddle on third and goal, still looking for their first points of the game. Looking to throw here. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Touchdown, Georgia. A much-needed counter punch delivered.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit and it's created some momentum.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks to the left, pass caught. And he's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Looking to throw it on first down. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here, because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
You know, these 4th down situations, it usually comes down to execution. And right there, defense is executing, offense is not, unable to connect. It's incomplete and go in the other direction.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. And it's incomplete. Little first down trickery doesn't work that time. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Back in motion now. Direct snap. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, you can see the great connection this time.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made in space. Look out. You make the tackle, but not before it gets all the way to the 30. Dogs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense. Chris, I've never been a huge fan of the screen pass on first down because the defense is in base defense. Generally speaking, they're ready to defend the run or the pass, and to successfully throw a screen, you've got to get those defensive linemen up the field in an obvious passing situation.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Quarterback looking to scramble. He's in the clear. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Chris, in this situation down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Man, as a quarterback, you really love to have that one packed. This is third and managed. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on first and second down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on third down.
And the back now goes in motion. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They make the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs.
These are critical moments in a playoff game. You're down, it's fourth down, you're forced into being aggressive, but Chris, they're able to get the conversion. That is really good execution and maybe something that they can build a little momentum off here in this ball game.
Looking to throw again. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. He's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Dogs. That's how you finish a play.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Send the back in motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he's brought down there. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. And the ball is hauled in. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense continues to shred the defense, what they've been doing all season long, Joel. This is a confident group, and they're executing perfectly.
And, Chris, the big question coming into this matchup was how would this offense react to the long layoff? Well, they have been ready. You can tell that they have prepared so well. They've come out here firing on all cylinders, and that is a rarity in today's college football world.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's looking deep down the middle. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, down big, you've got to be aggressive down the field, and he continues to do that, and I understand that. But, man, this defense has been very good, and I got to tell you, I just don't sense that they're going to all of a sudden fall apart with the big lead.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Just a disappointing set of downs right there, but with the clock where it's at, Chris, they can get the ball back. Maybe they're going to punt this ball away and rely on their defense.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on fourth down at their own end of the field. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. Breaks into the clear. He'll be ruled down there. Wow, fourth down conversion with plenty to spare.
Well, beat it down in this game, Chris. They're forced into these opportunities where they have to be aggressive on fourth down. But that's a good conversion. Now, the challenge is to maintain the momentum. Get this ball down the field.
Direct snap. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And this pass is on target, caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. And it's a direct snap. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. They'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Going to be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. Georgia setting up the 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it again. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling one.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. They face 3rd and short here in the playoff on the 10th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Oh, they've got him for a sack. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, if there's one trait that I would love to have out of a defensive back, it's the ability to be versatile. And when they blitz the safety, he shows that not only is he good in coverage, that he can make plays behind the line of scrimmage. This is a beautiful job, and I love the aggressive nature of this defense.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. So, the defense gets a stop. Offense turns it over on downs.
Chris, it's technically not over, but boy, it feels like that game was just ice. Great stop by the defense. You're up 2 possessions. Now your offense is on the field. A few running plays, and this thing's probably over.
He's got space. As the 1st down is still going. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
He keeps it on a design run. Open field ahead. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Boy, I thought in that situation they might go for it. 4th and short in the red zone. But they did talk about points being at a premium in this matchup. And if they got in this situation, they wanted to put points on the board, and they do so here.
After another score to punctuate this offensive performance, they'll just kick it away and let the defense close it out. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Very satisfying victory as this team handled their business, expected to win, and managed that layoff. Came out, Joel, didn't look rusty, looked ready for the moment, and then move on.
Chris, I couldn't agree more, and that was what I was most impressed with. We've seen in the history of this playoff, these teams with the long break, they will come out, and they will show some execute their game plan, but this group did it beautifully here today, and it's certainly a group that is focused on the objective, which is going on to win a national championship. I certainly would not want to play this group in the semifinal.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser begins a long off season, and the winner stays alive for the national championship.